My Singing Monsters. Everyone knows it as this kid game that children play. Maybe some of you guys played in your childhood like I did. But for me, it was short-lived. It wasn't until recently when I picked it back up. Basically, in this game, you have these little monsters that you breed together to create and breed for new monsters. And each island has its own unique monsters that combine to give you new and better monsters that will give you more money. You have to feed each monster to level it up and make it give you more money. Then you just keep feeding them and get their money, and then you bake food with the money. But you probably already know that. About a month ago, I embarked on a journey to simplify this process of hitting the collect all button, going to the next map, waiting for it to load, hitting the collect all button, collecting it, going to the next map, and so on. I wanted to simplify that process, so me being me, I got to coding. So I wrote a couple lines of code that will basically do the collection process for me. Not only that, it will also collect the gems and the food. It works half the time. When it works great. And well, so far, right now, as of now, I can't really stop it. It should be pretty easy to implement. Here we have the main loop. So it's simple. It's using PyAuto GUI, which may be familiar if you've seen other coding videos of people using or automating some games. So basically first I have this main method right here, which basically finds the image, and based off of some parameters, it will find the image given, and then if the image is on the screen, it will click it. If not, then it won't. That's why I have to have this exception not found, image not found exception. Because if I don't have this here, basically it will just stop my program and throw the exception, crash everything. So yeah, but here's a main loop. Basically this checks to see, or it goes through the entire process. Basically, like, it hits the collect all button, which is I'll show in a second. It collects the food and then it rebakes it if it did collect food. And then it prints collected and then changes the map, and that's what the little prints you saw at the bottom were. So basically the rebake just clicks. Hold on, let's start from the top. It goes collects all. Collect all would be here. So it'll find the collect all, which the find click refers back to this method at the top. So it finds click, and it find clicks collect all, find click confirm, which by the way all these are images, simple screenshots. So like the collect all is this one. So it finds that image on the screen somewhere. It confirms it, which would be that little check mark. And then if it looks for a gem, if a gem is there. And then I have a separate method for the collect food, because I wanted to constantly keep looking for it. So this is a recursive method that will continuously call itself until it found all the food, and it'll return true. Hence back here, if it is true, then it'll just tell the previous collect food that it was true, send back true, true, and true, until it eventually comes back out to this one, which will then call it rebake. what rebake does is it clicks on the position. So if we go back to my scene monsters, it'll basically like click, 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 and it clicks like around here. That's where the message appears. So it goes click, 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 and then it'll click back again, same spot that it was at. And then there'll be the little rebake button, which will then hit, and then it'll hit the confirm button. So coming back to the code, it'll hit the retry, and then it'll confirm. And then it sleeps for 1.5 seconds. I found that 1.5 seconds is the exact time that it takes for the code to click, and then for the menu to finally appear. And then once it clicks the rebake and then it hits the confirm button, it takes 1.5 seconds, or I think it's less, like 1.4 seconds to finally have this screen appear, or this menu, and then it can find the map again. All right. So then it goes through, it sleeps, and then it leaves this. The prints collected, just a way for me to debug. I don't actually need these. Fine, it prints collected, and then it changes the map. What map change does is it clicks on finds and clicks on map, and then clicks on the next, which would be this button right here. So it clicks on the map, clicks on next, clicks on it once, and then it clicks on go. And then the whole process starts over. Now this is one thing that I have to fix. It won't find the little X button for notifications that appear, so I still have to implement that, but it should be a quick, easy fix eventually once I get this fixed. Oh, I forgot that food. So yeah, and then it clicks go, and then I give it 4 seconds. I don't know specifically how much time it is, because it is almost random for all the time. Yeah, I just give it 4 seconds to guarantee that it gets to that map. But it's almost random sometimes. I mean, obviously, if you go back to the scene map, then it's 0 seconds basically. But I basically give it enough time to actually let it go through and then press them. So that is about it for the main. And right here, collect all, rebake, change map, got those covered. And right here, mirror switch. Oh my gosh, I still have to figure out how to do that. But really quick, we can implement a little bit of a stop button. So we can, I like to keep mine ordered. But yeah, for constants right here, from constants, import all. That's this file I have here, which is basically all the images. It'll look nicer. So I just made them all little constants, and then I imported them all. Imported it all so that I can just straight up use the capital. A little way to organize a little bit. I don't know if that will mess with the little time thingies, but oh well. So I don't know if I actually have. Hold on. Doing pip install keyword. All right, I'm gonna have to restart my Visual Studio. Import keyboard. All right. I don't think I have to. All right. Let's get started. So I haven't really used keyboard. This would be my first time actually using it. All right, yeah, that works for exactly what I want. So now we can say if keyboard is pressed, Q, break. And caps lock. Alright. Just pop this bad boy in here. Ooh. Theory would probably have to add this throughout. Alright. Alright, well. Guess for now, I'll have to do. Alright, let's test this exit. I'm holding Q. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to hold the key. Hey, this is post editing Adrian. Just wanted to say I don't know why I didn't explain this before in the video, because I knew why it wouldn't work, but I guess I might explain it now. I mean, it didn't work, and I had to hold Q because it would check after each task. So every time it went to a new map and did all the steps basically that I showed per each function, then it would check to see if Q was being pressed, and if I didn't hold it, then I would basically miss the opportunity to press the button, and therefore it just wouldn't stop. I don't know why I didn't explain it, but yeah, there you go. But yeah, anyways, that's gonna be like one of the least greatest implementations of this. Next up really is changing to the mirror island. And what really I would like to do is make it so that once it gets to a specific island, it switches to the mirror island. I think that'd be the best move. But yeah, that's about it. Hopefully you guys can join me on this project, suggest any changes or any ideas. Thank you so much for watching.